Okay, so I've reached the top of the climb and I want to clean this anchor, meaning retrieving my 2 quick draws. There's 2 different types of ways we can clean an anchor, and the reason why we can use this type to clean the anchor is because we have wide enough rappel rings here that we can fit a bight of rope through it. So I'll start off by taking my PAS and clipping into one of the bolts. I'm on a really good ledge here, so I don't mind being clipped into one bolt. Another thing that I really like about cleaning an anchor this way is I'm always going to be attached to 2 points on the mountain. So right now through my top rope anchor and also through my PAS. And you'll see that throughout this scenario here. So I'm going to pull rope through the anchor. I'm going to take a bight. That bite's going to go through my rappel rings here, lowest portion of the anchor. I'll feed that bight down a little bit more and tie a figure 8 on the end of the bight. At that point, I'm going to take a locking carabiner and clip that locking carabiner to the bight and then to my belay loop. Once locked up, I look back up and I'm now attached to 1, 2, and 3 points on the mountain. So I can get rid of 1 and still stay attached to 2. I'm going to come back down to my tie-in point and I'm going to untie from that because I'm attached here and here. When in doubt, at any point, just count out your points of attachment. If it's less than 2, then you're doing something wrong. So I pull this, my tie-in point, back through. I count out 1 and 2, okay? Since my top anchor now is going through the rings, I can clean the quick draws here. And I want to do that before I tell my belayer to take. Once my belayer takes, then it's going to pinch down on everything and it's harder for me to get my quick draw out. How many points am I attached to? Still 1, 2. The last step is I want the belayer to take. Once they take, I want to make sure that I'm being held by my new anchor point here. That my figure 8 is dressed and tied properly. My strand is out of the way, hanging down the mountain. And at that point, I can say, ready to lower and take this off, and they can start to lower me.